back for episode 5 of the Eye Doctor Q&A. Like I said last week, it's just getting more and more consistent. This is 5 weeks in a row that I've sat on this sofa and answered my favourite ones of your questions. Does that make sense? Favourite questions that you've sent to me. Every question that we got this week is from YouTube. I've not been posting very much on TikTok and other social media, so you're my favourites. How do you eliminate the battery notification? Said Jose Sanbria 7833. So, talking about iPhones and battery notifications, how would you eliminate it? The fact is, if you've already got that and you've not got your original battery, then you can't. I'll talk more about battery BMS swaps in a little bit because obviously there's a release of 17.4 and it's changed things a little bit, only a little bit though. So you can't eliminate it. If you've already got it and you've not got your original battery, apart from taking it to Apple for repair, you cannot eliminate that unknown part warning. Just as an extra note on that, so I am well aware on those videos that I've posted recently where we've got like a 14 Pro battery, iPhone SE 2 battery, and various other battery repairs, that it doesn't show details on how to get rid of that unknown part warning. I'm fully aware of that. The videos are designed for a DIY audience, so just take note of that. Google Pixel 6 Pro screen replacement and fingerprint sensor recalibration. Terra Wilcox 2911. My screen will not react to touch and I've reset and I've done everything I can besides the screen. Would this be the issue? Sensor, advice please. It's probably the screen, yeah. Like, try another screen. Chances are that the touch is bad on it. If you find that it is bad, if you swap the screen again with a known good screen and you've still got no touch, then you want to be looking at the connector and taking some diode readings. But it depends what level you're at. If you don't know what I'm talking about and that sounds like gibberish, take it to your nearest good repair shop who will look at things like that. So, next question. I've got a lot of questions to go through today, so just stick with me. There's loads of good ones as well, so stick around. Stick around. Phoebe Verbrugge 71203 says, I don't know if I'm going to carry on trying to read people's names out because we go ding and then the thing appears, doesn't it? So, thanks. As far as I can tell, you did not show how to remove the flex button assembly from the old chassis or reassembly into the new chassis. How we do this, it looks very fragile. Usually, the same as you remove any flex cable. So this is talking about an A22 5G screen replacement. I think I remember recording this one and forgetting to include the power button flex on the side. And yeah, probably I should apologise for not including that in the video. Maybe I'll re-record it and shoot another one. Somebody's just asked me about one in the coffee shop, so maybe we'll record that again and include that. But generally, 200 degrees C or a hairdryer or a heat gun, get it nice and hot to soften the adhesive, and then you want to get some sharp tweezers behind the flex cable to sort of rub it away from the chassis and then swap it over. If you find that any of the adhesive has come off, use a little bit of Tessa tape to renew that adhesive. John Carf 3458. Hi, any plans to do any Apple Watch repair videos? Also, did you get the coffee and Greg's? Yes, I did. Thank you very much, John. I really, really appreciate anybody who sends me a coffee. It's a great feeling to know that people care and want to support us. So yeah, I appreciate it. Plans to do an Apple Watch? I've been thinking about Apple Watches and doing some videos on them. The problem is they take ages. There's a lot of steps and it's very process driven. It's not just a case of when I'm repairing something, like I'll just set up the camera and just move it around on the desk while I'm doing the repair. Whereas that, I do a bit on the desk, then I go onto the heat mat, then I go into the refurbing area. So it gets moved around a lot and I end up just, it sounds really pathetic, but it's a lot of effort. And I don't know, maybe I'm just procrastinating over it. I will do an Apple Watch repair video this week. So in probably 2 or 3 weeks, it'll be out. So I'll record it this week. It'll be out in 2 or 3 weeks, once it's edited and stuff. Coops 360 with the new, so this is what I was talking about. With the new 17.4 update, you now have to flash the device for the battery health to reset. How will you deal with this as a shop? Will you flash the phone for them and restore, or tell them they have to back up and restore it themselves? Personally, I'd rather just deal with the battery message for now. F you, Apple. I agree. Like, if a customer walks into the shop and they really, really want the BMS swap doing and that kind of thing, then I'll probably oblige, but obviously you need to back up and restore your phone, which sucks. A lot of people don't do that, or they don't have the iCloud storage to do it, whatever. a lot of the time when we get mail-in repairs, we ask that they're backed up and reset to factory settings anyway. So it was like, if you do the BMS swap and do the tag-on thing and everything, it just stays as the same battery health. So I'm not sure whether to keep it as to continue doing the tag-on flex repair or just deal with the unknown part. I've not decided yet. I will probably contemplate it this week whilst I'm eating lunch or something. That's the plan. That's what we'll do. AJ De Silva 578. This fixed my charging issue that I had on my old iPhone 8 Plus. I always used compressed air to blow out the charging port every now and then, but it didn't help. Using the toothpick worked so good. There was so much lint and dirt. Hold on, sorry. There was so much lint and dirt, I couldn't believe what I seen come out of the charge port. Thanks for the informative video. You're very welcome. That video is actually doing really well at the minute. It just sat there and like got about 200 views, and then all of a sudden, I think it's like ranked in Google search or something because it's doing really well. And I've seen a lot of comments on that one, but saying similar stuff. One thing I will say about that, if you're watching this video, don't use a compressed air gun to blow out charging ports. It's not good for the microphone. Like the amount of pressure in that, it'll shoot through the mic and cause problems. It'll just blow out the mic. So I would say avoid compressed air. If you're going to use any air guns, then canned air's all right, but definitely not with the air compressor because it's just too much pressure. Same again. Now I have sorrow for blaming the cable when it was the charging port being stuffy. Glad this video helped me. Like I say, same video again, how to clean out a charging port. Something as basic as that. Like I post these complicated repair guides, and then the ones that do well is the one where we're cleaning out the ear speaker and cleaning out a charging port. Whatever. I don't know. It just blows my mind. But yeah, that's it. I guarantee 99.9% of charging port problems on iPhones are because of lint and dust in the charge port or bad cables. Moving on. Stuart James Shaw 2412 talking about iPhone 12 Pro Max camera glass repair. Easy to replace. However, after replacing the glass on mine, I noticed that when in wide mode, the wide lens had cracked, the view was blurry. I was sure I'd wiped the lens with alcohol and cleaned well enough, and I hadn't touched the new glass cover. Any ideas? It might be that the lens, that particular camera is broken. Did you test it before you replaced the camera lens? Was it blurred then? If there's no changes, then you know that there's probably a problem with that wide camera, and you'd have to replace it. Other than that, take that lens off and just clean it up and have a look at it again. It might just be bad luck. You might have got some dust on it, or it might actually be damaged as well. If you used heat, like in the video, I'm pretty sure we used heat in the video, then there's a risk that you might use too much heat as well, so have a look into that. But if it was working before and it's not working now, obviously you need to look at the steps what you've taken. It's hard to reflect on that and not be annoyed at yourself, but they're the facts of life. Like we do stuff sometimes where something works before we do a repair and then it doesn't work after. We have to be critical to ourselves and say, it's something that I've done, here's how we're going to fix it. Moving on. Black Repairs 5978 says, on the iPhone 12 battery replacement, I have an iPhone that will keep showing the old data at 88%. I've tried connecting a different battery, rebooting and connecting the new battery with the transferred BMS board again, but to no avail. The new data won't show up whatever I do. Have you come into this? I've done many replacements without the issues with the same tag on. Thanks in advance. So yeah, I have come across this before, like we're talking about that 17.4 issue. I've come across them before. I would say just check what software it's on first, because if it's on 17.4, chances are it's because of that. However, sometimes them tag-on flexors just don't work. I really strongly recommend using the AMP-Centrix tag-on flexors because they seem to work every time for me. I've used X-Cap ones and I had real hit and miss problems, so there were some models where it just wouldn't work at all. Some models where it just shows 0%, but would improve. So like the battery capacity, instant battery capacity, was at 0% all the time, but it'd show 100% overall capacity and settings. So they were weird, the X-Cap ones, so I didn't get on with them. So have a look at try a different tag on flex. If not, have a look at the software version that you're on. Important. iPhone 12 screen replacement guide. Thank you for the helpful video. Sadly, I tried it myself and destroyed my screen. Here in Bulgaria, we can't afford a new one. I feel so bad. I don't have anyone to share my sadness with. Well, Jesse Pinkman 01, you can share your sadness with me. Come and cry on my shoulder, my friend. Unlucky that you've destroyed the screen. Very unlucky. Hang on. Thank you for... This is iPhone 12 screen replacement guide. So if it's an iPhone 12 screen replacement guide and you've broken the screen, you tried it yourself and destroyed your screen, surely if you were trying to replace the screen, you would have had a new screen ready. Or am I... Unless he's broke... Yeah, maybe he's broke the new one. Unlucky if you have. That does happen. Try and get some warranty on it. Anyway, moving on. Blame who you bought it off. That's my advice. Another one on the charging port cleaning video. I was literally freaking out on the Apple site, ready to order a new phone. So glad I found this before I ordered. My charging port actually works now. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm glad that this video was helpful for you. I'm glad. I really appreciate everybody who sort of takes the time to comment, and our videos actually help them. It's really, really endearing to know these things. Moving on again. If I'm purchasing double-sided adhesive tape from an electronics store, what am I looking for? What is comparable to the adhesive Samsung uses on the phone batteries that can be used on DIY budget, anti-static, heat-resistant, etc.? That's a good question. I always recommend Tessa tape. We use 5mm and 10mm tapes. They cost about £20 per roll. I'm not sure where you are in the world, but yeah, about £20 per roll for genuine 6395 Tessa tape. That's good stuff. It works for batteries, it works for resealing back covers onto phones, works for iPads. Very, very versatile, useful tape. And there's some other glues what we use, maybe we'll talk about them in the future, but for now, tapes, Tessa, TESA 6395, black double-sided adhesive. Very, very good stuff. 5mm and 10mm versions. Wow, I used to do a bunch of these at my old job. We used the same method with the heat, but with the heat mat minus the isopropyl alcohol. I don't know whether I never thought of that. It's genius. I don't know. It's like I get asked about isopropyl alcohol a lot, but is it not like widely available? We buy it on Amazon or in like a chemical distribution place. I don't know if it's widely available in other countries, because I don't know. We just use it without even thinking. But maybe it's just not as common in other countries. I thought that it was, but apparently not. Samsung A13 power button not working, repair. Mijalik1 says, thank you for your time and effort to make this video and share your knowledge with us. Greetings from Croatia. Well, greetings from Sheffield, England, my Croatian compadre. Thanks for watching the video, and thanks for telling us that you've done it. I appreciate it. On an iPhone 14 Pro Max battery replacement, VM Popper says, a valuable hand tool skills ability displayed in this informative video. You know what, I've got like the shakiest hands ever as well. And people comment saying that I've got versatile or steady hands or something. I'm like, no. I don't know where this ability to have a steady hand comes from, because my hands are shaky. I'm always craving cigarettes, that's all. So it's just the shakes. There's this ongoing problem where I make a video, an informative video about how to repair or replace a part on a phone or something like that, right? Just bear in mind, let me just add a side note. I do this for free, right? I don't get paid to do this. I pay somebody to do this. Battery buy link is not avail in description, right? Sometimes I forget to put the link. Is your auntie in it? Auntie's not bad. Battery link is not available, whatever, right? I don't get paid to do this. I do this out of the goodness of my heart. I don't ask for any money. I ask if you get some value out of it, buy me a coffee link. Is there? Moving on. Reforce official. This guy's a bit obsessed with like just berating my videos at the minute as well, because he doesn't really want you to buy the parts and do it yourself. Why would he show you how to fix and provide links to these parts and do himself out of business? These videos are for entertainment purposes only. He'd still want you to go to him for repairs, hence why he never forgets the buy me a coffee link with a winking face. So yeah, I just wanted to address the situation. Like I say, I do these videos for free. I don't ask for any money. All right, yeah, I put the buy me a coffee link in there. Like, I'm not affiliated with getting these links, but my advice would be, if you do some Googling, most of the time you can find these parts, right? But I don't know. It's just, this guy is a bit obsessed with the buy me a coffee link, Reforce official. Secondly, they're not for entertainment purposes only. They're for educational purposes. I don't care whether you come to me for a repair or not. Like, it makes no difference. I know for a fact that we'll stay busy whether somebody who watches this video comes to us for a battery replacement or not. We're busy enough with people walking in and out of the shop every day. So, yeah, that's nonsense. Why would I show you how to fix it and provide the link? There's so many videos where I provide the link on how to, on the part and everything, that it's just nonsense. So, give it a rest, mate. That's what I'm saying. Just give it a rest. Moving on, because that's the negative out of the way, right? Over the weekend, it probably, by the time this video is released, it might be a week or two ahead. I can't remember how the scheduling works on it. We record this on a Monday and then it goes out on a Sunday or a Saturday the following week. So over the weekend, last weekend, we hit 20,000 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. A year ago, we were on like 2,000 and it's just grown and grown and grown, just slowly, steadily, really nicely over this last year. And I'm very, very grateful, very happy. And I really appreciate everybody who says things like Tanya Ziegler, great step-by-step instructions, thanks for your help. Brilliant, saved me a fortune, said Jessica Alexander. Damilo said, awesome, thanks for all you do, got it first time, thanks again. This was by far the best tutorial I have seen on this topic, thank you, sir. This is like all the people who just say nice things. So every single one of you, even the people who don't comment, even the people who don't put a thumbs up or don't subscribe, if you're watching it regular, I love you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. In the next year, I'd like to hit the 100K mark and get this silver plaque. If we get the silver plaque on here while we're doing the videos, that'd be really, really good. But again, thanks everybody for your continued support of the channel. I love you all. Have a great day. See you in the next video.